He can't stand losing you when you treat him like this. We are going to make a 180-degree turn applying something that is very powerful, which is the power of letting go. The power to finally break that strong resistance that exists between that person and you, for the attitude and mentality that you have acquired during this time. Let's see what thoughts are fundamental. What do we need to change? How to contemplate the situation in which you find yourself in order to change the situation completely. Sometimes in life, there are situations in which the solution is there, in front of our noses. It is totally within reach, but yet we don't see it. We don't contemplate it. We don't see it as an option. And without a doubt, one of these is the situation where you feel very involved with a person who does not correspond you, and you have been trying for a long time for the day to come when he sees you again, the day he changes and returns to be like at the beginning. You are waiting for the day to come and he sees you as a potential partner. You are waiting for the day to come and he wants to give you more than crumbs. You are waiting for him to want a commitment. And what happens over time is that some roles become very established. That is to say, that you have already assumed and you feel deep down that this person is out of your reach. You put him on a pedestal a long time ago. You put him before you. This person has become used to the fact that you are always there too, that you come without being called, that you look for him again and again, that you have idealized him. This person is aware of that. Even though many times we don't expressly communicate things are transmitted. The non-verbal language is there. The facts speak louder than words. Believe me, the situation is very clear for both of you. The problem with a reality becoming stuck is that it seems like it's going to stay that way forever, no matter how hard you try. It's like that as you climb, the distance between you and this person gets bigger, like whatever you do is not enough. This person undervalues you, and you also feel this way, and this makes you don't love yourself as you deserve. An energetic resistance is created between you and this person, and you become smaller and smaller every day. In many occasions, this person is 100% the protagonist of your life. So you spend the day wondering, what is he doing? What is he thinking? And you stop having your life. You don't occupy the role that you have in your life. And you are there, you are in his life, waiting for something to change. But you know what? Nothing will change. It will get worse. This person is going to belittle you more and more if the situation remains. If you keep going after him, if you keep looking for him, if you don't change the situation, it will never change. And you will never get the result that you want. As we have said at the beginning, the good thing about this is that there is a solution. A solution that we don't contemplate because our fears and our insecurities. The solution is very easy. That is to say, this is it. I let go all of this. I'm no longer behind you. I'm no longer at your expense. I quit. If it hurt too much to hold on to it, I'm gonna let it go completely. On your part, it's over. This may seem simple, but it's not. It's very complicated. This is so powerful that usually has a very immediate effect. It automatically breaks the energetic resistance. This is something very fast, very effective, and very strong. At the moment when you ask yourself that question, what I'm doing with my life? That false reality, those roles, give way with the real situation. The moment you let go, the reality appears, and it is a much more equal reality. And we begin to understand who loses out in all of this. Because if you think about it, what does this person bring to your life today? What are you receiving from this person? Probably, if you analyze it, you are receiving very little. You feed yourself a lot at the level of your fantasies and illusions, but at the level of really receiving, you receive very little. While that person on your part is receiving a lot and is not valuing it. What is always there, we don't need to value it. When suddenly that ends, the moment that they see that they are not receiving the attention that they had, that person perceives how he is falling off the pedestal, and that causes a very immediate response in a very short time. So this person that you haven't received anything for a long time, suddenly takes the initiative. And this is not a coincidence. This is action, reaction. Just because you didn't express it, doesn't mean that you didn't transmit it. Suddenly they realize and they weren't aware of all that you were giving them. And with this, you also understand that this irrational fear that you have of losing this person, totally unfounded, because you cannot lose him, because you don't have him. This person has you. Although you don't want to reciprocate this person, he can recreate himself in that vision that you have of him. You make him feel so good about himself to a level that often that person is not aware of all that you are contributing. He doesn't stop and think about it. He just takes it for granted. How good it feels to see himself through your eyes. That image so idealized that you have of this person, and you don't receive all that from him. You feel that he doesn't give you what he has to give you. This situation is undermining your self-esteem. When you leave this person, with time, you will feel better with yourself. You are going to begin to realize, why do I have so much fear to lose something that I don't have? When really, the one who has to be afraid is the other person. The moment I give up, that person is the one who loses me. And that is why he will notice the emptiness and absence I leave behind. Holding on to something that is not viable hurts much more than letting go. You fear suffering when you are already suffering. Sometimes we are afraid to leave and think that this person is not going to change, is not going to value me, is not going to realize. Well, you already have the no. If this person is not reciprocating you, you already live in the no. Why don't bet to see if you can get a yes? To go back to the no, there's always time. Going back to where you are is usually easy. Normally, in situations when we are undervalued, it's really easy to return. And again, we are in that same place, in that place where we don't want to be. But we resign ourselves. So don't settle. You're worth much more. You have in your hands a much powerful option. Although sometimes you have to stop contemplating it. You have to realize that if you want, today you can change the situation. Dare to see how things change. And where one doesn't feel no loved, no value, it is not there.